Good morning students. Welcome to your English class. Today we will be studying English literature. We will be covering one poem today. The name of the poem is L Plates on My Football Shirt. Okay, this poem has been taken from the Elephant Dream series. These are series of poetries and they have been written by Ian Macmillan, David Harmer and Paul Cookson. So all the poetries put together, one of them is quite amusing, hilarious and quite interesting to study today, and that is the poem that we will be studying, L Plates on My Football Shirt. Okay, now the last chapter that we covered, Colorful Shoes, gave you a lot of information about the game of football. Similarly, today's poetry is also going to highlight a lot of information, rules and regulations and terms about football. So we will get to know the game in depth today. Okay, I hope you all will enjoy the lesson. So first of all, the title of the chapter, L Plate. What do you understand by L plate? The meaning of L plate is learner's plate. You must have seen this plate when you are on the road, on the vehicles sometimes. So that probably signifies that particular driver of the vehicle is learning the vehicle still. So this particular speaker in the chapter is trying to say that he is a learner. Though he loves the game, he's a part of the team, but he is a learner. So we will be going through his hilarious account, his experience as a player, and you will really enjoy it. Let's go through the poem. When I play football for the football team at school, no one takes me seriously. They think I'm just a fool. My right boot's on my left foot, my left is on my right. My socks are on my arms and my shorts are far too tight. Okay, so over here we get to know that the speaker, who is a part of the school football team, is quite happy about it, and being a part of the school football team or any other sports team, or for that matter any quiz club or literary club or any science club, you feel really proud about it, you feel really happy about it, right? So that is the emotion of the particular speaker. But the other members of the team don't share the same experience. They think him to be quite silly, and they think him to be a fool. A fool is a person who is silly, who tends to do a lot of mistakes. And why do they think that about him? We get a glimpse, a little idea about that in the first verse only. They are trying to mention that he wears the wrong shoe in the wrong foot, and he wears the socks in his arms, and he's wearing tight shorts. And so we are getting an idea that the football jersey, which we have studied in the last chapter also, being of quite an importance, because you identify yourself to a team, you identify yourself to a country, to a school. So that particular thing is not taken quite seriously by this speaker, and probably if we would come across with such a person, we would see that something is definitely wrong with this person. Why is he so weirdly dressed, right? So let's see the other verse. I have shin pads on my chin just in case I'm fouled. My shirt is full of holes inside out and upside down. The laces of my boots are nearly 5 miles long. I need 2 weeks before each match so I can put them on. Okay, so over here the speaker is trying to give a glimpse about his personality through his attire, through his uniform. He's trying to say that he needs to be quite careful about the game. He needs to wear the protective gears quite nicely. So what are shin pads? Shin pads are protective gears of the game, and they are worn between on the leg between the ankle and the knee. So he probably, I think, misunderstood with shin being with chin, and he's trying to say that if somebody does a foul and he hurts himself, so he needs to be quite cautious, but doing it all the wrong way, right? Then secondly, he's worn this shirt which is all, worn out, having holes all over. So what do you feel about it? If you go across on the street and you come across a child or a person for that matter, and all dressed up in a worn out dress, so you will feel quite strange about such a person, right? So this particular boy, who is definitely going to a school and is a part of the school team, the football team, dressed so weirdly, is quite strange as well as hilarious, that he's come all over to the game dressed all funny, right? At the same time, he's got his shoes on, but his laces are all not tied up, are open, and the laces are really, really long. Now sometimes children, when in our language we are trying to express our emotion, we go all the way expressing beyond reality. That is a figure of speech, that is a expression in our language. Okay, so in the last sentence of this verse, we get to know that they are trying to say that he would take 2 weeks before each match to actually tie his laces. The fact not being true, they're trying to exaggerate the fact that the laces were so long that it would actually take him a really long time to tie. So that figure of speech is called hyperbole. Okay, I will just write it down for you all. You will be having a small little exercise at the end of the poem with regard to this figure of speech. Okay, so hyperbole is basically telling, if there is a particular truth about something, they will either tell something really extra or something really less, which is far from the truth. So that is what hyperbole is. It is basically exaggeration of an idea. Okay, so he could definitely not tie his lace. So we have said that he'll take weeks for tying his lace.